we are back again with Mass Effect. And last time we went through the Codex. And now this time we're going to talk to everybody. So we're going to start over here with Tali, I think. Might as well. Say hi to Tali. Any other Codex entries we can grab? No? Okay.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, what's the matter, Tali? You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Oh, she's homesick.
The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
I did all that.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
Yeah. It's a good point she makes. It's a good point. By the way, I know you've heard my cat in many videos at this point. If you watch any of my videos at all, the likelihood that you've heard my cat in one of them is pretty high. That's because she is both very talkative, like really talkative, and also when I start recording, she tends to think I'm talking to her, and therefore starts responding to me and wanting attention because she thinks if I'm not talking to her, I probably should be. Anyway, her name is Ariadne, and she's talking to me right now. But yeah, so anyway, that's what that is. There's really nothing I can do about it because I live in a tiny studio apartment. And if I like shut her in another room or something, she would just talk even louder to get my attention and start crying. So yeah, I just have to kind of put up with her interjecting occasionally. But yeah, that's her. She's like a semi-regular on my videos now, just because. And now she's on a shelf, so I have to get her down. Hang on just a sec. Anywho, let's talk to some other people here. We still haven't done Wrex's thing yet, so I don't know if he'll have anything more to say to us until we do his thing. But let's talk to Garrus.
How are you?
You and CSEC. Tell me about it, Garrus.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Oh?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Yeah.
tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
Yeah, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
No stooping.
Thanks, Commander.
No stooping. Okay. My cat really, really wants to be on that shelf, but she can't right now. Maybe now she'll stay away from it. Who knows? Maybe not.
Commander?
So,
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone.
oh
What's
boy.
up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting you could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Yeah, it's not a
Asked me to
problem.
clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Not really.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, 'cause he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter, only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
I really like Ashley, contrary to popular opinion. I know some people really don't like Ashley. They think they've decided that she's a racist or whatever, but I really like her. I like her conviction. I like that she is in fact willing to sort of change her opinions if you keep her around. She does change a lot of her opinions, though admittedly a lot of the opinions she states in the first game actually turn out to be completely true by the end of the trilogy, so like she's really not off the mark at all when she talks about, how everyone, when, their backs are against the wall, most of the species in the galaxy are going to hunker down and try to protect their own as opposed to actually helping each other out. She's totally not wrong about that at all, but, yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Ashley, but I really do like her, so that's just my unpopular opinion of the day. Well, let's see, I don't know if Wrex has anything to say.
We've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Yeah, we're
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Good story, man. Good story. I wonder if Garrus will talk to us about his thing now.
Commander, good to see you.
Nope. Guess we're gonna do some more missions first. Okay, that's good. Let's check in with Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to your lab, Doctor.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, I wanted to nip that in the bud. The problem with this game is that, like, when you talk to either of the people you can romance, it kind of becomes unavoidable after a certain point. The romance triggering kind of becomes unavoidable after a certain point. Like with Kaidan.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
We've played it pretty close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
It's a personal observation, Kaidan.
I don't want to step on anyone else's toes, especially if you're if I have misread your interests.
I don't think you should be prying into my affairs.
There's my answer, then. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Commander. I got some mixed signals.
No, you didn't.
With your permission, I should return to my duties.
Yeah. Sorry, Kaidan, I like you, but not like that. Not like that, Kaidan. Okay. I think we should probably do a mission before people will talk to me again. What have we got on our assignments? I really want to get Wrex family armors done. Argos Row. I don't remember which one it's in. What's this? It's probably something I've already done, but let's see if we can find it. It's probably in the other system. So what about this? Is there anything? No, apparently not. Okay. That wasn't it. That's the problem with this game, is that sometimes it doesn't tell you where you need to go exactly, and then you have to sort of hunt around for it, and there's no hints. We're probably here. This it? Hopefully. Let's see if we can get it. Here we go. Nameko.
my way.
Let's check it out.
Take cover.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Shield down.
Well, put your shields back up then.
Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go! Enemy is everywhere!
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Go, go, go!
Wow, get back behind cover. Oh my god. Get back behind cover.
Go, go, go!
It's terrible.
Hold the line!
Oh, come on. You. Oh, come on. No. No. Okay, there we go.
I'm better now.
Yeah, you better be better, Garrus. Yeah. Medigel. Sure. Ugh. Take all. Take all. Let's see, it's up here, I think. Now, for some reason, Garrus is on hold. I never told him to hold. For some reason, he is on hold. The AI in this game is terrible.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap. But at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Yes. Wrex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps? Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. We've earned Wrex's loyalty. Awesome. Good job, guys. Good job. Maybe he'll open up to us a little bit more once we're back on the ship. That would be good. Is there anything else in here worth looting? There's a lot of loot already grabbed, but you never know, there might be something else hidden in a corner. That's about it. Alright. Is there anything else worth dealing with? There is some stuff worth dealing with here. Let's go find it. Let's... I'm not romancing anybody in Mass Effect 1. I usually don't, because, like, I like Cayde and Liara well enough as characters, but they're not really my type in terms of romances. My favorite romance is, in Mass Effect 2, so I just don't romance anybody in the first game. So yeah, we'll do romance in Mass Effect 2. I'm not worried about it in this one. But yeah, I find it kind of annoying that, especially with Cayden, like, you just kind of, like, it pretty much auto-star, like, he gets interested in you, regardless of how you act towards him, pretty much. You have to kind of be mean about it in order to shut him down, which is... I wish I could just say, look, I like you as a friend, but we're not going to go there. And I have specific reasons for playing it that way. I like to say in Mass Effect 1 especially, Shepard is very, like, you know, she's a hardcore paragon, so she's talking to everybody all the time, and she wants everybody to sort of get along with each other very well. But she's also to some extent, like, feeling like she needs to keep a professional distance. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So yeah, like, she very deliberately, in Mass Effect 1, keeps a kind of professional distance. And that will change. Trying to talk and do this at the same time is kind of difficult, like, I gotta admit. That will change a little bit in Mass Effect 2 due to various circumstances. But in Mass Effect 1, she's very much the consummate professional. Like, she wants to get to know everybody, you know, get to know the people that are working under her. But she's not, she's very much not going to go in that direction with anybody in terms of romance. And yeah, again, story circumstances change pretty significantly in Mass Effect 2, and it's going to alter her outlook somewhat. So that's sort of how I roleplay it with Shepard, and that's how I like to roleplay it. And obviously all this is up to interpretation, because it's a role-playing game. That's what I love about BioWare, is they give you the freedom and the room to do this with these characters. It's really cool that way. Like, nobody's Shepard is the correct Shepard, you know? They're all valid and viable ways to play the character. So whether you're Paragon or Renegade, or who you romance, or if you romance anybody, whether you're male or female, though obviously female is definitely the best, it doesn't matter. You can do it any way you want, and it's fine. It works. Ooh. Fancy schmancy. It's a pyramid. What the Prothean's building the pyramids for? I do love that, like, all the Prothean stuff is like pyramids. Like, why? Why? Why is it all pyramids? Council. Matriarch's writings. You found one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. Are these Asari ruins, then? I don't know. There's really nothing there, though, so it's okay. Alright. I could go back to the... Let's get back to Mako. And then we'll go back to the Normandy. So we took care of that. And I think it's probably about time to take a break. Yeah. I think what we'll do is go ahead and put a stop there, and we'll pick up in the next episode, and we'll do some more of these things here. Like, we might do this GEF activities one, maybe investigate some samples, maybe look into Cerberus a little bit. So yeah, we'll do some more of those next time. Later!